Today I'm looking at something in my collection that I really like. You know, was interesting, kind of an oddball thing again, but was really glad that Master Replicas made these. Although these are the kind of the gateway drug into my prop collection. So these are the 0.45 scale lightsaber hilts that they started with, and these were great if, say, you know, you kind of wanted some prop replica items, but you didn't really have the budget for some of the higher end ones. These all look great. I mean, the scale, yes, they're smaller. I'm going to compare them with a couple of my sabers as I go through. I have 13 of these mini sabers, so we'll just go through and look at them. And this is my first set. I have a bit of an Obi-Wan focus on my collection here, and so I kind of started with the Obi-Wan hilts. I got a few others that were different, but these are the movie accurate ones for Obi-Wan. And what's neat about these is, you know, they came in a cool little box. I don't have the box to show because they're in storage, but each one came, and you got the saber itself. I'll show you. The detail on these are really impressive, even for their small size. But they also came with a small display stand on their own. And then later on, Master Replica offered these 3-tiered stands for themselves with the acrylic cover, which are great because, you know, it really makes it a lot easier to display them, and especially with a tier. But so I'll show you these here. This was the Revenge of the Sith version. I say it looks really good because I have the full-sized Revenge of the Sith. And if I compare these two, they look pretty close. I mean, obviously with the scales being different, but as far as accuracy, I mean, these things just have incredible detail on them. You know, again, you know, these just look fantastic. And then I will put this down here and show you. This was the last one. This one was actually tough to get because this was sort of a European exclusive, if I remember correctly. But again, this is from the original Star Wars. You can see even the wear on this. You know, they just, again, this is a grail item would be for me to get the 1-to-1 scale version of this saber. That's the only one I don't have for Obi-Wan, and it's just one that would look great with my collection. Definitely would have to make room for that, but right now it seems to be a little out of reach for me. But these, on the other hand, I mean, each one of these, if you look, the original price was $35 for each one, and if you go and try to look these up, it's like on eBay I was looking, and a lot of them, I mean, there's some that I'll show you in a bit, they're like the gold chase ones or something like that. Some of the more special ones, they get a little higher, but most of these are only like about $50 now. So I mean, even still, it'd probably be fairly easy to budget for. And like I said, these do look great, and they just make a neat little display piece. I have them up on the top of my desk here with some other figures. You can definitely see them in my room tour video. But you know, they just, like I said, they look great. So, but let me show you a scale for this saber compared to one of my full 1-to-1 scale sabers. Okay, so here's a size comparison between my Obi-Wan Attack of the Clone saber with my Elite Edition Obi-Wan saber hilt here. This was actually, this is Phantom Menace, but I mean, the style between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clone for Obi-Wan's lightsaber hilt was basically the same, so there's not really much difference here. I mean, there's some other, like, you know, little, these LED crystals and stuff. There's a crystal here, which are not on these. The more standard edition kind of thing. But, I mean, for that, we're really just looking at the size here. And I'll probably do videos on all my prop replicas down the road at some point. So, here, you can kind of see them together. You know, obviously, it's a lot smaller, which, of course, it's a scaled replica, which is to be expected. But, like I said, I mean, the detail on it is really good. I mean, nobody's going to mistake it for something that was, you know, a proper prop replica. But, again, if you want to do something, get into a sign of more of a prop or something unique or different, I would recommend these. I mean, Master Replicas did a fantastic job with all their prop replicas. I wish they still had the license because they were just absolutely fantastic. And but anyway, so we'll transition from this, and I'll show you some of the different sabers I have. All right, so here are my Obi-Wan, the gold chase versions of the sabers I just showed you. And I mean, these were a little tougher to come by. I think I got a lot of these off of eBay. I probably paid a little more than $35 for each one. It's been a while, so I mean, I just don't remember. And but again, I mean, they have the same detail. It's just that they're done in a gold finish. But I mean, the detail is still there on these compared to, you know, their more realistic counterparts. And it's funny, they come with the same base. I mean, these were sent out. I don't remember if if you could purchase them specifically or if you just got to get lucky. But they have the same base, so these are just made in the same batch as the rest of them. It's been so long, I just honestly don't remember. But again, this was a fun hunt to do for each of these. And again, you have these gold versions of the sabers. And this one doesn't have, notice this is more like another one I'll show you in a bit. It was an Obi-Wan as first built. It was another kind of a exclusive one. I have another set of, we'll call them special lightsabers because they're like dark chrome or something like that. But I'll show you those in a minute. But again, these were just well done. And the gold chasers were nice. They just, you know, they do kind of stand out and they look good on display together. So I'm kind of glad I have the whole set of these Obi-Wan sabers in both realistic and in the gold-plated versions. So let me switch out and I will show you my other set of special lightsaber hilts. Okay, so these are the last of my quote-unquote special lightsabers. A couple of these were different convention exclusives. We'll start with this one. This was actually the first of these mini sabers that I got. It is the Star Wars. It was the Celebration 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. So it came with a special base, and it's done in dark chrome, and I really just love the look of this. It's just, you know, it really kind of just reflects well, and it's got some really neat detail. And this was the one that kind of started me down this rabbit hole. I had a friend going to Celebration 3 and he picked it up for me, and so, you know, yeah, it just really kind of started all this, you know, because, you know, they did, you know, you start looking at this and then, you know, you just kind of want more. But luckily I was able to, you know, kind of found a good stopping point for myself. You know, I didn't get every single one of them, nor did I want to. But again, so this was the dark chrome one from Celebration 3, the Obi-Wan saber, Revenge of the Sith. Then there was this one. This was an exclusive. You had to get it from Star Wars Shop. If you remember the days of StarWarsShop.com. And it's another dark chrome, and it was Anakin's saber. And again, just looks really good. I mean, that dark chrome just really kind of looks pretty good. I can't really complain about it. I love that look. And then the other was this was another one I had to get through the secondary market, but it wasn't too bad at the time. This was this Obi-Wan as first built. This was a convention exclusive, and the time was tough for me to get to different conventions, especially international ones. So, but I managed to find it pretty easily, probably on eBay. And again, it's just a nice clean look for his saber from the original Star Wars, where it's not beat up. So it's kind of an imagining of that one. And again, they look really good. I love this. I've said it multiple times in this, but they have incredible detail even for their small size. Master Replica did a really good job with these. And again, coming with a small display stand and then the larger display stand, and I was able to get later. They look really good. So I have one last set to look at. That's the last set of more movie accurate looks to them, and I will get those now. All right, now here's the last of my 0.45 scaled sabers here, and this is actually the last of the special ones. This is this full-size Maul, if you remember from a previous video where I had to replace some of the gaskets on it. But again, this was from their 2005 Collector Society membership, and the Collector Society from Master Replicas was good because you get you would get like a first crack at the sabers or whatever props that they were making coming out. You got a priority to pre-order them. Came in handy getting that Elite Edition Obi-Wan saber that year, and pretty sure that was that year. But they also have, they had like a little welcome packet, and this was the special gift you got for joining the Collector Society. And I was, Darth Maul had a really cool saber, and it was kind of neat to get. So the rest of these are just normal ones that they had. This was their Phantom Menace Darth Maul that was available outside the Collector Society, and it was the battle damaged one after in that duel that Obi-Wan cut in half. And what's neat about this one is, I think I've shown it before, is that you can see part of the Kyber crystal sitting in there. I thought that was a neat idea. And so the other one I have here is the Darth Tyrannus lightsaber. This was from Revenge of the Sith, but that's what it says on the stand. But it's basically the same saber he had in Attack of the Clones. And again, I just love the look of this hilt. It just came out great. And I just, I always like, a lot of the Sith sabers because they just look so different, in the way Christopher Lee or Count Dooku, how he dueled with it was just really kind of an interesting look. I just love the different look of that saber. And the last one I have here is Anakin's Revenge of the Sith saber. And so this is just the straight up one, no dark chrome. This is how it would have looked in the movie. And again, they had some wonderful details on these. And so it's just a nice look, and it kind of rounded out the collection. They have some of the more, the bad guy sabers as well. They just had interesting hilts on all of them. And I guess one would have been neat to get, and I just never picked up, would be a Darth Vader saber. But again, that would require me to get another case like this, and then 2 other sabers. Who knows what I would have picked up for that. But, not something I'm really looking for right now, but not something I couldn't do. Like I said, if you look on eBay or something, look in the secondary market for these. For the most part, a lot of the sabers I showed you, you know, they are a little higher in value than the $35 you would have paid in between 2004 and 2007 when these were being made. But they're not drastically higher. I mean, a lot of them you can get for $50 or even less. I mean, the Gold Chases ones, yeah, they're going to go a little higher. I think I saw them for like close to $100. But again, it's not something that's going to just, you know, destroy your budget. So if it's something you were looking into, you wanted something different, neat little conversation piece, you know, I would recommend them. Their Master Replicas did a fantastic job when they had the license. I was really kind of ashamed that they lost the license. And but it is what it is. And but if they still had it, I'd probably have a ton more prop replicas. And again, I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, it's pretty much all I have to say now. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you want to, and may the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you.